Good afternoon, folks. How's it going? So, here in the mountains, we got a whole lot of creeks and stuff, right? And like, what do you do? You bring a pack raft around or something? Like, bring waders around everywhere? Because a lot of these creeks are not very deep, right? Like, they're not really worthy of waders necessarily. But you can't get through them even with mucks. So, I did come up with an idea. See, surrounded by water. Take a few steps here and let you, so I get in a little deeper and let you try and figure out what I'm doing. All right, there we go. So, if you haven't figured it out yet, probably in the title or the description anyways, I'm using milk crates as stilts, so they basically double the height of my boots. The perforations allow for the water to go right through, and you don't have that drag too much anyways. I almost just lost my balance, but that's okay. It's the first time actually. Now you're definitely not going to be going fast, so I mean right here I would be getting water in my boot, and then there's a big hole somewhere here that I stepped in the other day. I thought the water was low enough not to need these, and I had taken a tire out, which I still got to haul up somewhere in here. Anyways, I took a tire out, and I didn't want to try the tire on these, and wound up in a pretty deep hole. But yeah, this is my solution. There we go. There's some nice deep water. So this would definitely be over my, I don't know if you can see that, but that would be over the top of my boots every time I move. It might be okay when I'm not moving, but as soon as I move, you know how that works, right? Now I'm also using a pole. This is the pole for my boat. Oop, there we go. That's some deep current. And that created just enough drag to bring my leg over sideways. So what I've been doing is kind of walking into the current a little bit. And, you know, this is pretty good for, whatchamacallit, see there I'd be completely submerged. But anyway, this is pretty good for rocky bottoms. You would want to do some modifications to it for anything like sand or mud. Namely, I'm thinking you would cut the bottom off of one of these and then zip tie it to the top, so that way you kind of have like a snowshoe effect. So yeah, this is how I do. Sooner or later I'll probably slip and wind up wet, but I mean, I basically went swimming the other day. And it's still pretty early in the year. This is cold water. Although I'm in wool, and I got leggings on and stuff, so it really wasn't that bad. And the puppies are sitting there waiting for their turn. They do not have stilts, much to their, I don't know. They kind of like the water actually. Maybe not when it's this cold and the sun's going down, but anyways. So yeah, good on rocky bottoms, and even if it's like kind of bouldery, like here, like these are not really small rocks. I don't know if we can see this. So there's like a fairly large boulder there, and I'm just gonna cup right over it. Oops. I can get my foot against the current. There we go. So I just cup right over that, right? Now obviously, this is going to be a little bit rough on the bottom. You're going to be scraping rocks and crushing stuff and whatnot, right? So I mean, this might not be the best way to go about stuff, and it might not even be legal in some places. There might be some sort of requirements for soft bottoms. I'm not sure. There we go. Coming out to my landing. Now, the other thing that's nice about this, as opposed to waders, is that I can leave these anywhere, and nobody will think twice about it. Nobody's going to think that my boat is somewhere on the other side of this water, and nobody's going to think that that's something that they can use to cross the water. So Or very few people would anyways. So you can actually make a bunch of these and just leave them around. Now I'm using rope right now because I wasn't sure how I'd be tying off and stuff, and I wanted to try keep my options open so I could try a few things. But I would go with strapping if you can, with a buckle, so that way you got a quick release. Yeah, I'm getting over something here, some sort of a stomach thing, and I'm completely winded. We just went for a bit of a walk, but yeah, I'm completely winded, so that's why I kind of sound like I'm winded, probably. I don't know if I have anything else to add. Like right now I'm standing on mud and it's not sinking that bad. That mud might still be frozen, so you know, definitely be careful with that. I could see the bottom completely disappearing on you for a foot, and then you'd be stuck, you know, having to go in and figure out how to release that. There's something in the water here. Can't tell what it is. But it is almost certainly man-made. What is that? Yeah, the bottom's frozen here. That's so weird. It almost looks like an oarlock. Well, anyways, I'll probably find out later in the season if I stick around here. So I'll be leaving my stuff here. So yeah, there you go. That's one way you can cross creeks. And of course, you know, if you had waders and whatnot, and of course snap buckles on these, not tied off, then you could go pretty deep with them. I don't know if I would stack them. You might be taking some risks there. And if you do this, what I did, you'll notice here, I got 2 holes, 1, 2, where my tie-off is on that side, but on this side I have 3. So my feet are actually a little bit off-center towards each other. And that plays into walking against the current, because as you're walking, shit, I untied that a bit. Oh, there we go. Now I'm completely undone. But anyways, as you're walking, the current wants to push one into the other, so you don't want to have your feet completely centered, or you might wind up tripping. Okay, well there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Come on. Dozer loves it. Kuma does not. That's their brother and sister. Siblings. Best friends for life. Dozer would love to have puppies with her. Wish it could happen. Can't happen though. Good puppies. Alright, get up. Out of the water. Out of the water, guys. Come on.